Hey guys, welcome back to the Pure Goddess channel. My name is Gwenly. I wanted to talk to you guys about karmic family, the spirits that are in our karmic families. To me, it would be those demonic spirits that don't want us to succeed in life, don't want us to be happy, and don't want no success, in our own lives, no happiness, spirit of envy, of jealousy, of hate, and those spirits, those demonic spirits are basically going against our principalities, what we stand for. I love my family so much, and I'm gonna be, so after cutting my family off, once I make a decision, I stick to it. When I speak or I say things, I do mean it. I'm not a person who talks to talk, right? One sec, guys. Okay, so I'm back. So I'm not those people that just talk just for the hell of it. When I speak, there is a purpose behind it. And especially to my family, my words are very, very powerful. Even though they've tried everything, to make me feel less and to destroy me, to gaslight me, to make me think that I'm nothing, I'm worthless. I still have the ability to not offend them or throw dirt on their name, but put them in their place in a very respectful, gentle manner. Just be truth telling, and they can't handle it, right? The spirits within them literally break them down, like physically. I've had that experience with my own mother. Who, I told her how I felt, for example, and without being disrespectful, just stating my feelings and how I felt hurt, and it just literally, she fell to the ground. Don't ask me how. She literally fell to the ground. I was in the other room sleeping because my son was in daycare. He was about a year and some old, and and I was resting, and she was getting ready for like a traveling vacation trip, and she just fell. And I'm like, I'm used to my family being like, you know, trying to be the center of attention because, you know, they just need the attention. And I thought it was, I heard something, but I'm like, you know, she's just acting, you know, she's making my feelings irrelevant in the sense that she's gonna start a show. She's gonna she's an actress, and she's gonna put it on me and gaslight me, in a sense, to her husband, right? By the text I sent, because I didn't even verbally say it to her because she can't handle it. She ignores everything, and she's just very avoidant. So it's really hard to speak to her. Yeah, so that happened, and you know, I just, you know, I honestly love my family wholeheartedly. You know, their flaws and all, you know, because my heart is big, and and that happened, you know, and you know, there's no excuse for what they've done. There's no excuse, right? It's just the demonic spirits within them. And I know it's been the worst on my own mother, how the demon has manipulated her to do all these things to me. And it's hurtful, you know. But I wanted to talk about, I wanted to mention another situation I had with my sister. So the last time, this was in the spring of last year, around April, I would say. I had cut my parents off. I was still in contact with my sister here and there. You know, she would text and check how I am and how my son is, because she would be forced by her parents to text me, right? To check up on me. And I did, you know, I expressed myself on, you know, I'm not a person that will do something and not tell you why I'm doing it. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you. So, I will, for you to be clear about it, I will be clear about it. You know, I'm gonna express, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna explain to you, because I'm considerate. So I don't know what happened, but she came to my house just out of nowhere. So it started because I had blocked everyone in my family. And my sister, I think I had blocked her too, so she came to my house, you know, in person. And I said, you know, like, who the fuck is this? Like, no one ever comes to my house. And I was on a online program in school at that moment, and I was doing homework. I had just finished class. And she comes over, and I'm like, okay, you know, like, what's up? And she's just being like her very like naive, very like a younger sister vibe, you know, like, I miss you, how are you, sissy? She calls me sissy, and you know, how are you, and we miss you, and this and this. So, you know, she started talking, and we were talking for a bit, and I was expressing how I felt towards her dad, and obviously our mom, and you know, and she, you know, she told me like she understands and all this and that, and like I know she gets it too, you know, like if you have parents that are a certain type of way, like all the kids are gonna get it to a certain point. So yeah, and then I don't remember what we started talking about, but I guess we were in that same subject. But anyways, I mentioned to her, I'm like, why? And I don't put people on the spot because I already know the truth. I already know the truth, and I know that when I speak, like my family can't handle my truth. Because they have so much guilt and they've done so wrong by me that, you know, it's just like, just don't say it. But I told my sister, you know, I told her truth. I'm like, you are like this and like that. Why are you hateful? Why are you like jealous and envious? Like, why do you have such hate in your heart? Why do I feel that that's coming from you? It's not all the time, but why is it like that every once in a while? Why, you know? And she got so angry inside, you know, she, like, I found out, you know, like, I know her truth, you know? And I'm like, damn, and she was caught off guard, you know? It's like, my whole family, they be actresses, like, seriously. She got caught off guard, and she had no fucking good ass excuse because I'm telling the truth, you know? And I'm like, where? I just don't get it, you know? And at that point, I'm just like, I'm not, like, I just don't get, I'm not like contemplating, I'm just like, I know that's the truth, but what's your answer, you know? And it's like, and she made up a bullshit excuse of her boyfriend. She broke up with her boyfriend, and the boyfriend's cheating on her, and you know, all her drama. I'm like, okay, so we're taking it somewhere else. It's not funny, but it's just, you know, and I just wanted to say that, don't gaslight yourself, because I've been doing it my whole life. Because of my big heart, because of how much I love my family, because I am so loyal and I have faith in them, and you know, like, I've had faith in them, and I've put everything aside just for them to, you know, try to forgive themselves as well. But no, it just doesn't work like that. You eventually have to do what you gotta do. And you know, another thing is with trying to, in the past, with trying to focus on my life, my personal life, my son's life, you know, being a mom, and just focusing on myself and my son. It's been hard focusing on other things in my life, because my family, even though I can't trust them, you know, like I can't trust them, I can't count on them fully, I can't ask for advice, I can't get support in certain areas where I want, you know, it's like, you know, I've never had that in my whole life. I've tried to have it from like relationships, and they've always ended up like my family members, betraying me and backstabbing me. So I don't know, you know, I'm used to just having my own back, you know, and it's so just having that in the back of your head, and your family still being in your life, how is that that's taking up so much space. It takes up so much space that you have to worry about still being judged, even though they're not physically, like they're not in your, they don't know what you do every day, they don't come to your house, they're not like judging your space, your home, you know, like the space that those people held in your head, mentally, emotionally, physically, it's a lot, and it blocks you, you know. So at the end, you're blocking yourself. And now, you know, it's been a few days, right? But you know, you start feeling like more like I could breathe, and there's more space in my head, and emotionally, like I could feel. I don't have to, it doesn't matter how much you try to heal from like family trauma, from whatever they've done to you, from whatever they do to you when you see them, it's just not gonna cut it. You have to cut your family off. Like, that's the end, you know. It's just, that's the whole, you know. Yeah. You know, I feel, honestly, I feel I could watch all the videos, like YouTube videos that I want. People telling me this and that. But you have to be discerned and see what is meant for you and what isn't, right? You can't take it all in, because it's not all meant for you. Not today. So I honestly, I believe that by cutting my family off out of my life, my blessings are gonna come in, you know. I am patient, but sometimes, like, everyone needs to practice patience, right? I need to practice patience when I get to like a stuck mode, or I don't know how I would say. It's so dark outside. So just practice patience and meditate, and you know, because like I'm very fiery sometimes, and it's like when I want something, I want it now. And you know, sometimes you have to wait. You have to wait for your good karma to come in, you know. And I really hope that that I will be getting it soon. Also, something else I wanted to mention, it's not good to pray out loud because everyone's listening to you. The devil, his minions, they are listening to you. It's good to pray silently. I like to say, like Psalms 91 out loud, and just verses out of the Bible or things that are like protecting me. I will say it out loud, right? In the name of Jesus, amen. Things like that. So I personally, that's what I do. I don't, if you're praying with, like I pray with my son sometimes, it's good to pray out loud for protection, for things that are going against the darkness, negativity, lack of this, lack of that, whatever, right? Anything that you don't want for your life, you pray it. You pray for it, and but when you conversate normal with the Lord, and when you're talking to God, and when you're praying for good things that you want in your life, things that you wish for, things that you're hopeful for, things you're thankful for, always do it silently. Because the devil's always listening. And yeah, another thing is spirits, those spirits that are out to get you, the spirits that, some people struggle with the spirit of luck, spirit of lust. You have to be very a spirit of like laziness. It's always good to visualize yourself at that moment, in that week, in that month. Visualize yourself like standing in front of you. Like if you're at another, like a third party, not relationship wise, but third party, like you're looking at yourself like over there, and you're like reading the things you need to work on, the things that have strengthened you, the things that, the changes in your life within you. It's really good to have that like mirror, so you could reflect, and because people are not gonna tell you. People will not be sincere with you. I've never had anybody in my life, like anybody like in my physical life, to tell me to my face all the good things I've told to myself by doing that mirroring thing. And this is pretty new to me, maybe like within myself, without speaking it out loud. I've told myself, but never out loud, which I think would really help me, right? To boost my confidence, to like, because when you're used to so much putting down, like people putting putting you down so much your whole life. It's like a post-traumatic thing, right? So you're gonna like, you have to reprogram your brain, unlearn a lot of things, you know, unconsciously. It's still you're gonna think it's true when it's not, you know, and it takes time. But yeah, it's important to do that. I lost my train of thought. Oh, spirits that jump into other beings in your life. I've seen it because when you have discernment, when you're able to feel spirits, right? You're able to see, sense, taste, see, and it's not seeing with the naked eye, it's seeing, you're just seeing, right, with your clairs. You will feel something that's relatable to that. You're gonna feel, oh, this person feels like that other person who is like this with me. I've been there, and I'm like, okay, it's don't get it confused. Especially if it's like a lover or something, or someone who might be, this happened to me, so someone who is like a maternal figure, because this person, for the short time that I've known her, in the past, she knew I had issues with my mother, and, you know, a little bit more detailed stuff. And so she also had that spirit that my mom had as well. And that's how she kind of got me tangled with like her giving me her maternal side, because I was very unhealed and just hurt from not having that motherly love. And she got me in that sense, but I got out of that mess real quick. You know, but you guys have to be careful. Just because it feels familiar doesn't mean it's good, right? It could be that spirit jumping into another person that you're just meeting, especially if they're new, and you're just gonna feel something familiar, and no, that's the spirit of whatever you're trying to overcome. And that's what it is. That's the truth, you know. Spirits will do that. The devil is not stupid. And they're very, very like tricky to tell. Sometimes it takes a few weeks to actually notice or see right through things, because some people use magic, spell work, to blind you, to for you to have, you know, like illusions and things like that. So yeah, anyways, you guys, that was supposed to be a quick word, and it's almost 30 minutes. You guys take care. Stay warm. Happy Saturday. I thought it was gonna be ice today, because all week my car's been telling me be careful, there's ice, because it's been like strong cold winds, like ice cold, like ice and snow is coming. I lived in Minnesota for a few years, so I know that feeling, and don't ever play about that because it's dangerous. Yep. You guys, it's been a day. But I am still here. You guys take care. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.